Not enough nonsense in your life? Need a little more? Well, get ready, because these two have it in spades. Loose talk.
What are you talking about? Nonsense.
Even looser opinions.
Please explain.
And you're along for the ride.
Everybody strap in!
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Welcome back to another episode of The Burble. We're here to dissect the world and its stupidity yet again. My name is Az.
I'm Benny. Hello.
Hello, Benny. How are you?
I'm slightly more sober than I was last week on the prog. But
Is the head still aching?
No, but it was interesting listening to the podcast, getting it ready for release, editing it.
I think your beep finger would be pretty well into repetitive strain injury by now, wouldn't it?
I think in the first 12 minutes there was something like 120 and a scattered amount of
That's more than I've given for years.
Yeah, maybe we should do that at the end of the show. We should have a counter to see how many were given.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
On this podcast, we're going to be talking about Schoolies, Az.
Oh, well,
We've got to talk about the Schoolies.
There's a haven of stupidity right there, isn't it?
It is a haven of stupidity. However, though, I want to point out that, look, we never got to indulge in Schoolies.
No, we kind of had our own.
Yeah. Do you think we would have fit in up at the Schoolies, up at the Gold Coast?
I think we probably would have had bigger criminal records.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a school leaver who is spilling on Schoolies. She's sort of like the traitor. She's the traitor.
Oh, she's the narc.
She is the narc. Well, not really the narc. She's just releasing to, who owns the Daily Telegraph? Is that like Fairfax?
Rupert Murdoch.
There you go. Anyway, revealing what actually happens up there at the Schoolies.
Right.
I watched the last part of Titanic today, and I've got something I need to talk about that coming up.
Excellent.
It was just on, so I just flicked over and watched it.
Is your heart going to go on, or
no?
You okay?
No.
Draw me like your French girls, Benny.
I bought a new video game, which only half an hour before you arrived here to record the podcast I was playing, and I sprayed it. I absolutely gave it a spraying. I was calling myself an idiot for buying it and all that kind of stuff. What have you got to bring to the table?
I've got news from the land of the free. We've got Metaphysical Megan, I think it is. New, what would you call it? Influencer superstar, basically. She's got a new yoga ritual which, unique to say the least. So we'll have a look at that in a little bit.
Now, they've opened a vagina museum.
Have they just?
Over in England. And we want to dissect the vagina museum. Don't shake the table. You always get your arms and get the laugh on here. I'm telling you not to do it.
I'll tell you what.
Police are asking for thoughts and prayers as a Krispy Kreme truck crashed and donuts fell everywhere on the road. A woman has been rescued from a bath after getting stuck in there for 8 days.
Ooh,
8
how do you
days.
get stuck in the bath? Like
Stuck in the bath.
I get stuck on the throne, but that's different because I got my Facebook, I got my phone, I got your little tappy games.
Yeah, let's go back to the emergency room, as
Yes.
we haven't been there for a
Love a
little
good
while.
emergency room.
A boy has stuck 31 magnetic balls up his penis, which got stuck in his bladder for 70 days. You know those little Roblox?
Yeah.
Is it Roblox?
Oh, I don't know, little building block things, yeah.
And a company is also hiring someone to smoke weed for $3,000 a month.
Wow.
It's all coming up on The Burble.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Schoolies, Az. What does Schoolies mean to you?
Drunken teenagers running amok at the Gold Coast.
Yep, well, that's pretty much right. Drunken hookups at the club, sneaking strangers back into your hotel, and they are trying to cut down on that.
What, the strangers?
Yeah, the strangers going back to the hotel rooms and stuff. One Schoolies insider, though, has been spilling to Murdoch-owned papers just what really happens after these notorious nights out. Now, the Schoolies diary is from Sarah, who's 18 years old, who just graduated from school in Sydney, who's on the Gold Coast, and of course, news.com.au's changed her name to protect her identity and all that kind of thing. Now, she said that she can officially say she's met one of the people from Love Island.
That's not a claim to fame.
No, I know that, but they would have been booking them turds into bloody nightclub apperences and shit like that. She reckons that he even called me adorable. Now, what does adorable mean? You never say to a girl you're cute.
No, he's like,
they hate that.
He's like, you're a really nice girl, but I don't want to stuff you.
The only reason that she bought a ticket to go to that particular event was to see him, but he actually turned out to be really fun, so she says. After the party, I met up with my cousin who lives on the Gold Coast and we went to Shooter's nightclub. Turns out she knows the manager of the club, so we kept getting free drink coupons all night. Obviously, this led me to be getting really, really drunk.
No.
I was so wasted that I had to be walked home by 6 red frogs. Now, do you know who the red frogs are?
I have no idea.
The red frogs are these people that basically wear T-shirts identifying who they are. The red frogs are a network of volunteers that look out for schoolies.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah.
So all you need is a red T-shirt and you've basically got, an unlimited supply of drunk schoolgirls, if you were that way inclined.
She said that she was so impressed that she even managed to drag herself over to their tent to ask for help. So anyway, they were sweet and basically carried me back to my apartment whilst feeding me lots of water. The next morning, though, I felt absolutely fine. I've no idea how because my head was spinning when I got home. But I wasn't complaining, and my friend and I backed it up, and we went out again Tuesday night.
Oh, this was a Monday night, big Monday.
It is. Now, they ran into some trouble when they went to get into one of the clubs, and the security took the ID my friend had been using off her. Since she's underage and been using a girl's ID that looked exactly like her and has gotten into so many places with it. So it is all good, though, because she is going to download the girl's digital license and use that for the rest of the week because they can't take that off her. So after she wasn't let in, I went and met up with some local friends, but that didn't stay too long, to be honest, because there's just so many people hooking up in the clubs, and I'm not about that.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm not about hooking up. Everywhere you look, there are people making out and going home together.
Like, the penicillin industry is waiting basically each year for Schoolies to top up its coffers again because, that's one big STD.
She goes, the thought of hooking up with some random sweaty dude on the dance floor just doesn't do it for me. I mean, no judgment, but I personally find it disgusting. That's what she said. I'm going to paraphrase this. So hanging out with my friends, I went and got some Ben & Jerry's ice cream and I put myself to bed.
Ugh.
And I was woken up at 2:30 a.m. to the loudest alarm going off in my room. I thought the hotel was burning down, and I was convinced I was about to die. It turns out
they're chuffing on the ganj.
One of the girls that we're staying with forgot her keys and pressed the intercom connected to our room that you're only meant to use in emergencies. So she's had to go down there, bail her out, and bring her back up to the room. Now, it's not the worst thing to happen, though. 2 groups she knows from my school have already been evicted from their hotels. Already evicted.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
One of the girls was evicted for having house parties in their room every night.
Yep.
And a group of guys got kicked out for either doing or selling drugs, possibly both. So she said, at least I'm having a better time than those guys. I got to meet Luke from Love Island, though that's...
Nah.
Who cares? So I don't even care how the rest of the week goes.
Oh, off. If your biggest highlight to going to Schoolies was meeting some non-celebrity from the reject
a naught, a basic
he's a
naught.
He's a human just coaster. If that's your highlight from Schoolies, then darling, you went for the wrong reason.
Yeah, exactly right. What are you supposed to do at Schoolies anyway, Az?
Get drunk, people. Take some drugs, maybe. Get I don't know, munted lots.
But what else though?
You meant to celebrate your adult life and that you finished school and that you the world is your oyster and all you're going to do is vomit all over it after you have 5 UDLs.
Yeah, exactly right. I think a lot of people more people went to Schoolies this year because there is the still redonkulous lockout laws in Sydney.
Yeah, well, that's obvious. The problem is, though, when you go to Schoolies, if you're not of school age and you're just
you're a toolie.
You're a toolie.
That's you. You're a toolie.
Yeah, you're a toolie. You're up there for the young'uns, I guess. And
you've got a mustache.
Yeah, you got a van
and a denim in a van. You got a denim vest.
Ooh,
you hang outside the AMF bowl 10-pin bowling, trying to get the ones that let's just go to Schoolies and go 10-pin bowling and go up the tower.
Get the low-hanging fruit, you reckon?
The low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
No, I don't regret not going to Schoolies. I don't think it was for us, honestly.
No.
Our group of friends and me and you, and it's a long car drive just to get drunk, whereas we could just drive out the paddock and get drunk, what we did.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
There's no flights involved. We wouldn't have caught flights for that.
We wouldn't have been allowed on the plane.
No
doubt someone would have tried to emulate the great Boonies flight over to the UK and drink
put my hand up.
A zillion cans. Because
that flight's only realistically about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't flown up to the Goldie, actually.
Oh, I have from Sydney.
From Sydney, yeah.
About an hour and 15 minutes, although it's really weird because when you get up there during the daylight savings time, you actually go back in time and all that kind of thing. Then you go through bloody Coolangatta Airport, get a stupid maxi taxi from Coolangatta up to the Gold Coast, one that has zero shocks in it. The last one, oh man, it was awful. It was just like, my God, I may as well have been picked
like
up.
a go-kart or something.
No, may as well have been picked up by Fred Flintstone. In that thing, basically, it was almost like the floor panel was going to fall out, and I'd have to kick my legs doing the Hanna-Barbera noise. That one, see?
Right, that one, yeah.
That one.
Okay.
But didn't do that little bit at the end because there's no way.
Just went, that'll be $32.50.
And then some. And then some of these people that pick you up from Coolangatta Airport chuck the toll on top of it.
Of course they do.
Assholes.
Yeah, well, and again, Schoolies is a great time for the foolish to be separated from their coin as well. So there's no doubt a lot of scams and a lot of bullshit going on up there. Lots of young kids flush with their Maccas and Coles cash because they've got the weekend job going up there just to, buy a grog, and then some bloke's going, oh, yeah, I've got this big bag of this and all.
Got all these pingers.
Come meet me around the corner.
Some MDs, whatever they call it,
Yeah, I'll just give me the $50 now. I've got to go see me mate, and he just disappears or comes back with a bag full of broccoli or something. And that's going to happen. Do
young kids still do whippets? Not whippets, sorry. What are oogies?
Oogies.
Yeah.
You're going to have to fill me in.
Do you know the little canisters of like...
the CO2 things, the soda. You put them in the Alka-Seltzer, the seltzer that's...
Yeah, but the CO2 things, they're okay. That's fine. But it's the little... I don't know. What's the laughing gas?
Nitrous oxide.
Nitrous oxide, that's it. So the staff doing those... You crack the top of it somehow, and then you got a balloon.
And then you hoof it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you put it in a balloon.
I don't know.
Are they still doing that?
I have no idea.
Why would you want to chuff CO2?
It makes you laugh. That's why it's called laughing gas, I guess.
But is it the CO2 though? Like
I don't know. I'm really, really struggling here. I vaguely know that you get those things you put in the whipped cream canisters, and you knock the top off them, and you inhale a gas, and it's like good, but.
It's not good.
I've never done it. It's not something I'm walking through Coles, with the missus at 40 years of age and go, let's get a canister of soda bulbs and get off chop when we get back. We've just got to make sure we put everything in the freezer first because it'll melt.
Can I tell you, I actually do have some boxes of those laying around somewhere.
Righto.
I don't know why. I think I tried to get like a whipped cream canister because I wanted to make my own whipped cream for some reason.
Yeah, you get cream and put it in a bowl and whip it.
Yeah, I understand that. But like the canister and everything... to actually make fresh whipped cream.
Right.
I was trying that for some reason. I couldn't get a hold of one.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I want to do whippets or anything like that.
No,
that's what they're called.
Whippets.
Whip
it good.
So, yeah, look, I don't get Schoolies.
Yeah, I don't see the need to drive like 2 days to go to a piss up when
there are people that do that go to the Denny Ute muster, and that is a shit show and a half.
Oh, well, yeah, but, each their own. But Schoolies, not for me. I'm not a toolie. I wouldn't want to go up there. I don't know about you, but I've got a case of beer at home. I'll drink that done.
The only thing I would want to see, and I don't wish anyone any harm or disparagement, but I would just like to rent the top apartment of one of these buildings and just see what you could see.
Actually, you know what?
Binoculars in hand, one hand. It's very hard because my ones are very heavy.
No, you get a digital camera with a off big lens.
Yeah.
Just attach it to the telly. You don't even need to be out in the balcony.
That's right.
No, you know what you need to do.
What?
Actually, I've had a thought. Here
we go.
Yeah. So, those gel blasters, right? The fake guns that shoot the paintball.
Yeah. They're legal in Queensland.
You need to get a sniper rifle one. And when there's a bunch of pissed blokes, the ones that go to Stereosonic, the blokes that, and like they're all talking and big noting each other, you need to just wait till they walk past and then you shoot one right in the bum cheek. And then he turns around and goes, "Yeah, hit me, mate." And then they turn around and have a bit of a and then they keep walking and get another one.
Yeah.
And then you start a fight. That'd be great.
It'd be
or hit a policeman just near him so they get arrested.
Yeah. No, I don't recommend that at all. However, though, it's a unique way to shelve something in the buttock area, though.
What? Shoot it in with a gel blaster?
Shoot it in with a gel blaster.
I think you're shelving it in your lung somewhere. Those are pretty powerful.
They're powerful, but you know what? These kids these days are pinging off their head, MDMing off their bloody head. You know what I mean? Did you see the post that we put up, by the way, on our Facebook page last week about marijuana? Marijuana, not even once.
Oh, is that the one?
Did you not? Oh, I've just dropped something there. Did you not see this?
No, I must admit I did not see it.
All right, I'm going to show it to you right now.
All right.
Real quick, just very quick on the Burble page. This Thanksgiving, remember the cranberry sauce, but forget the